Cold dawn clings to timbered walls as whispered prayers rise before labour begins. Mist drifts across thatched roofs, carrying distant church bells through narrow lanes. Inside smoky cottages, women stir embers, preparing water for uncertain hours ahead. A midwife arrives quietly, her wool cloak damp from frost and muddy tracks. Villagers step aside respectfully, knowing birth balances between miracle and mortal danger. Bundles of dried herbs hang overhead, their bitter scent thickening the air. Rough linen sheets are warmed beside firelight, awaiting fragile, trembling new life. Outside, livestock shuffle restlessly, sensing tension within the dim wooden dwelling. Neighbours gather silently, murmuring prayers beneath hoods pulled against biting winter wind. Midwives' practiced hands arrange tools, simple cloths, carved bowls, sharpened bone implements. No physician travels these roads. Only ancestral knowledge guides her steady movements. Labouring breaths echo against oak beams blackened by generations of cooking smoke. Flickering candlelight casts long shadows, dancing across anxious, lined village faces. Children are ushered outdoors, their curious eyes shielded from harsh adult realities. Elder women murmur encouragement, recalling births survived and losses silently endured. A pot of barley broth simmers, sustaining strength through prolonged and uncertain suffering. Hands clasp wooden crosses, faith anchoring hearts where medicine offers little reassurance. Floorboards creak beneath hurried footsteps, each movement weighted with communal responsibility. Midwife's voice remains calm, steady as winter rivers beneath fragile, frozen surfaces. Outside, crows gather along hedgerows, their harsh cries piercing morning stillness. Snow begins drifting downward, sealing cottage doors within muffled, hushed isolation. Time stretches endlessly, measured only by breath, pain, whispered prayers, flickering flames. Wooden shutters rattle faintly, cold drafts creeping through every uneven stone seam. Midwife massages weary limbs, easing cramps with oils steeped from summer harvests. Her knowledge comes not from books, but memory, observation, and inherited caution. Women hum ancient lullabies, their soft melodies masking fear's persistent, silent presence. Sweat beads across foreheads, despite freezing winds pressing against fragile timber walls. An iron kettle whistles gently, steam clouding low ceilings darkened by soot. Pain surges unpredictably, like tides crashing against unseen, unforgiving rocky shores. Outside, carts creak along rutted paths, life continuing beyond this private struggle. Midwife listens carefully, measuring progress through instinct sharpened across countless fragile births. Lantern glow spills through cracks, signaling hope to anxious watchers beyond threshold. Fathers pace distant fields, helpless beneath heavy skies and gathering storm clouds. Livestock must still be tended, survival's demands ignoring human vulnerability indoors. Inside, sacred symbols rest upon shelves, warding spirits believed lurking near childbirth. A wooden cradle waits silently, its polished surface worn from generations' hopeful use. Wind whistles sharply, carrying scents of damp earth and frozen manure heaps. Hands tighten around rosaries, knuckles whitening beneath flickering candlelit shadows. Midwife whispers instructions, her authority grounded in trust rather than formal rank. A sudden cry pierces stillness, sharp as steel, striking ancient, rusted armor. Women exchange glances, relief mingling cautiously with lingering uncertainty. Outside, snowfall deepens, muting sounds of distant dogs barking along hedgerows. The newborn's first breath trembles, fragile yet defiant against winter's relentless presence. Cloth swaddles the infant, coarse yet warm, from fire's protective embrace. Mother's exhaustion settles heavily, like snowfall, blanketing fields after harvest. Midwife inspects carefully, her expression revealing neither triumph nor dread. Church bells toll faintly, marking another life's uncertain beginning in silent countryside. Villagers exhale collectively, tension dissolving slowly, like mist beneath pale sunlight. Ashes are stirred again, sustaining warmth for recovery's long, fragile hours. Midwife cleans her tools methodically, preparing for inevitable summons elsewhere soon. Stories of survival spread quietly, carried by travelers along muddy seasonal roads. Not all births end so mercifully, memory guarding village hearts against complacency. Simple remedies return to shelves, awaiting next unpredictable test of endurance. New life's cry mingles with winter winds threading through distant forest branches. Cottage doors open cautiously, releasing tension into frost-bitten morning light. Snow glistens across fields, concealing footprints of fear, hope, tireless perseverance. Midwife departs silently, her path already leading toward another uncertain threshold. Village routines resume, survival's rhythm indifferent to individual moments of miracle. Fires are stoked again, smoke rising steadily into grey medieval skies. Infants' fragile breaths anchor household against harsh unpredictability of coming seasons. Mother rests beneath layered blankets, body bearing testament to life's perilous arrival. Neighbors share bread quietly, solidarity forming unspoken bonds stronger than feudal ties. Outside, ravens circle slowly, symbols of fate's ever-present watchfulness. Church scribes rarely record such struggles, though villages remember every fragile detail. Time moves forward relentlessly, carrying both joy and sorrow along muddy roads. Infants' future remains uncertain beneath shadow of famine, disease, relentless seasonal hardship. Yet hope persists stubbornly, rooted deep, like oaks gripping England's ancient soil. Midwives remain guardians, bridging fragile passage between life's beginning and abrupt ending. Their wisdom travels silently, whispered through generations, lacking written preservation. Across 1413 England, childbirth defines courage more than battlefield or royal decree. In candlelit cottages, humanity survives through resilience, faith, and unrecorded everyday heroism.